Time for the Stoner's Minute.
It's getting built. It's like unfolding before our eyes right now, This is the fucking foundation and what the listening room does, what Disguise does, Andrew Juice, what Project Neum does, what fucking Six City does every epoch dropping music. And the list goes on and on, right? We could go back to the old school days. I think Music Box is still working on something. I just followed this. I don't even know what they do, but there's this page called SoundRig, and I heard Andrew mention it like a few times, and I was like, yo, let me follow them, see what they got going on. I know there's definitely a bunch of artists because we've been on the Stoners Club doing Freestyle Friday and shit, and people pop out of nowhere like, oh shit, you rap, or shit, you sing. We got Rax. Rax was on the space the other day. She didn't come up as speaker, but it was nice to see her. She's been commenting about the big women's space we're gonna have on the 17th. So I mean, there's a lot of good shit going on, but me, I'm about the music, like not really the technology behind it. I like to listen to good music, and some of the music I hear when I'm listening in the listening room is like, I, I'm gonna keep it real. The first 3 6 months, I was like, all right, this just sounds like music made for Web3. Like it sounds like music for an NFT. It ain't the greatest music, but they made some music. Now I go to the listening room and it's like a fucking radio station. Nah, we're listening to good music. You know what I mean? Like it's music that you'd buy from a fucking album, and I think that's where we gotta get for something to blow up, for a few artists to blow up. You know what I mean? For songs to blow up. I'm still navigating towards um like how the music's gonna be distributed, right? Because you don't want to. At least I don't want to make it to like, yo, you need to fucking be on Cardano and own Ada to listen to my music. You can't cut off all the fucking Spotify and the YouTube and the whatever the fuck else is going. Half these fucking songs blow up because it's a fucking TikTok. They're on TikTok and these kids are fucking using it as their TikTok, and then the song blows up and it's on Spotify getting fucking billions of views or whatever. So we can't negate that, but what we can do is provide different perks with the NFT. Like I would say like some of the things someone asked yesterday in the comment, like what could Cardano do for me as an artist? I'm like, man, let me start the list off. First thing I mentioned was you're cutting off the middleman, right? The fucking record label. So you distribute your own money, and if you want 10% to go to the fucking executive producer and another 10% to go to the studio where you recorded, or whoever the fucking engineer was that recorded for you, and so on and so on, like however you want to distribute it. If fucking 10% could go to your mom for her fucking house payment or some shit, like however you want to make it happen. But I see Disguise has his hand up. What up, Disguise?
What up, Big Joe? Yo, man. Yeah, really, really stoked to see like what what you've got in the books in the works, dude. But also real quick, because you had touched on Soundrig, and Soundrig is they have like a player, like a music player, so you can connect your wallet and it reads all your music NFTs, and you can play them like like an iTunes player. And then if you're an artist releasing on Soundrig, you can choose two ways. Like you can distribute it with SoundRig to mint it, and then you can have it encrypted, and so people can see it on the blockchain, but they can't listen to it until they load it up on SoundRig and it verifies it. Or um, you can have it like traditional, where you can listen on pool.pm. You can decide, and then also they can also put it out, give you an ISRC code, and put it out to all the traditional media as well. So you have multiple ways to distribute your release, and then with them too, you can add a bunch of extras. So like the sound rig, your NFT could have like videos and photos and all this stuff that's like built into the NFT, while you can still get it out like the single or the album, whatever, on traditional media for that coverage as well. So I think that's like something super cool that's been happening amongst other things.
Definitely dope. Because now that you mentioned that and what it does, I'm thinking like a combination release, right? Where like if you own the NFT or you're in Cardano, you get to listen to the new music for the first 2 weeks or some shit like free, or the first week, or a day ahead of time, and then it gets dropped on Spotify and YouTube and everything else. But it could be one of the benefits of having that connection directly to the artist. Just guys, I want to ask you, since I got you up here already, about some of the things that the listening room has going on, and maybe some stuff you got going on, and how it's connected to the distribution and the technology we're able to use with Cardano. But Willie Boy, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking, what do you think it's going to take for the music on blockchain to blow up? Is it going to take an artist that's fucking popular and sick of all the shit they get? I mean, all getting taken advantage of all the time, coming and making it work, or is it going to take somebody that is good that nobody knows about, making it big and showing all
That's a great question, Willie
the
Boy.
artists how it's
I think it
done?
could go either way. I think it could be like an established artist that's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna drop something on Cardano, which I think is gonna be a little bit more difficult than if it's just some new fucking artist that breaks out and it's already in Cardano. You know what I mean? I think that'd be the easier route, but it's probably it's gonna look. It ain't gonna be about the talent of an artist because we've all seen some of the hits out there. It's gonna take one catchy song, one catchy hook that reaches outside of Cardano and NFTs. A lot of the music we drop sometimes it's too like that. That's what I was saying earlier about it's too like Web3 really. It's only for Cardano. You know what I mean? And only people in Cardano that's already like a smaller community. They're the only people that are gonna hear it. But once we start, which I think we're already doing, and start just doing music, period, just music for anybody. I think that's when we're gonna start seeing like, yo, this, that shit's getting hits. We throw that shit on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or whatever the fuck, and just people that have nothing to do with Cardano or don't even know about NFTs or crypto or anything, when they start feeling that shit and playing it, and they on their own, they're gonna want to figure out, yo, how can I get some merch? How could I get this? How could I go to their fucking concert? How could I connect with the artist? And then that might drive them to want to learn how to make a wallet, how to learn about crypto. But go ahead, disguise. Then we'll go to Dogmata.
Dogmata's hand was up before mine, so do you wanna go first?
The dog catcher,
No,
dog catcher. He's a
no.
dog catcher, dog.
You go ahead to squeeze.
All right. Yeah, man, a couple of things to that, to Willie Boy and Big Joe, is that I think when more adoption is going to come, when just like how I think decentralized ticketing systems will be solved, is just when the onboarding is like you don't even know what's happening, just like a lot of things in the blockchain arena. And when our phone apps are going to be able to compete with things like Spotify, like when your phone app can connect up to your wallet and then it can like stream things and shit like that, which I feel like may eventually have to come from some like decentralized streaming network where you set up nodes between everyone and they're helping become like a decentralized storage system for music that's then streaming, and like something like that, where then you can have the speed of like what all these other centralized services have in their servers, but things decentralized and distributed, and a lot of people participating, shit like that, but for the music side. But then also when people are interacting and they can just use their credit card to sign up, or then if it's like a streaming service, or if they want to buy the music, they can buy it and have it like in their wallet and own it, or they can just stream it and listen to it. I think there's going to be like ways like that when it finally is like the phone apps and stuff like that catch up. Like right now, there's some desktop apps and obviously some cool players on Pool.pm and stuff that you can use and that are being built out even better, like the Fresh Music Player and all that. But I feel like when we're interacting in the same way, which is going to take some time, but we'll get there. But then we can Web3 takes it to like a step beyond, where that interaction, it's not just consuming music, it's the experience of interacting with the artist and with the fans, and what else we can do, like especially with like either experiences, like in access, selling access and experiences, as opposed to just music. Like there's access to the music, but I still think there will be like a collector's market like there is now to collect the actual songs and people that like to own the songs, and shit like that. But I just feel like there's going to be some time we'll get there, but it's just when it's the ease of access to listen to music has got to come a lot more full circle, but we'll get there.
And always remember that you can stake your ADA at the Weed Stake Pool. Stake, smoke, earn. That's your Stoner's Minute.